We need a pianist.
Yep.
Come on, this damn gate.
Yeah, I was actually in a queue this morning.
Hey, someone already went live. I don't know who it was.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news from right here inside Shroud Avatar every Monday through Friday at the noon hour for your lunchtime entertainment. And of course, today is Thursday, August 25th, 2016. It is release 33 day for all you folks out there having QOs. We have a problem with the Steam client. So if you have the regular client, your best bet of getting in the game right now is through the regular client.
Even if you have the Steam client, you need to uncheck
regular login.
Yeah,
that's right.
Uncheck enable Steam, use Steam credentials, and just log in with your normal username and password. And then from there,
that is correct.
So they are currently working on that. They expect to have it resolved within the next hour or two. Starr is posting on the official forums about that, and Chris was active in Discord saying, hey, something got broken.
Something got broken.
Yep.
It wasn't Laz's technical difficulty Long's problem this time. I tell you what. Yeah. I'll tell you what, but one of the great things about this release is we're starting to see all those rewards came in from the first telethon.
Oh, yeah.
And Jack over there is sporting the standard new ether vibration amplifier. Yep. Let me pull up your window so we can show the folks what you're wearing, your paper doll. And this is great news for all the folks out there. Everybody who had an account at the end of the final telethon when the servers went down for the final wipe received this as a prize. And Jack's version is just the headset with the antenna. It lights up when you're listening to it.
You are wearing the Star Citizen collectible with the Aether Aeronaut helmet, which does the same thing. Now, I know how to turn on the radio. Have you figured that out yet?
I've been listening to the radio. Actually, mine's on, but it's actually muted now. I just wanted to see the lights on this. But this one doesn't seem to light up as good as the little one, at least not in my opinion. The little one lights up a little bit better than this one does.
Yeah, so the way that, for those that are tuning in and they haven't tried to play around with their portable ether vibration amplifier or the Star Citizen Aeronaut helmet, you have to equip the headset first. And then after that, in your paper doll, you need to right click on it and then open ether vibration device, and then you'll be able to hit play, and then you'll be able to get like the echo of so that way.
And then you can click on Radio Free Britannia and listen to us here. You can listen to our friends over at Avatars Radio. And of course, we have a couple other radio stations going to be coming on the scene here. And shortly, we understand.
Some people might consider this a bug, but the devs have seen fit to equip Laz and Jack in our uniforms with compression underwear. So we're wearing.
You got no shoes on though. What's up?
Well, I'm not wearing shoes. I mean, that's why you see my skin.
He didn't say hoodies. You know, he said underwear.
I said compression underwear. No, this is the white Under Armour compression clothes that we are modeling. So you can get your own. See, Laz even has the gloves on. He went with the full set, yeah. Whereas I just went with the long sleeves and the long compression underwear for the pants.
Now, of course, in all reality, folks, this is a little problem out there we're seeing, but we've just come up with an excuse to make it look good.
Well, we interpret the news. We don't.
That's right. Yeah. We interpret the news.
And we are the finest daily news program in Shroud of the Avatar, and we are extremely fair and balanced.
I didn't write the copy out there, but they're calling us the premier news outlet of Shroud of the Avatar. So those aren't my words; those aren't your words. Somebody else wrote that, so I'm happy with it. I'm not.
Yeah. Well, speaking of news, did you want to get into, since this is release 33 and all the new things that we can look forward to?
We have lots of news. So let's zip real quick before we get started here. What's your take on the taming changes so far? You want to give us a disclaimer on the taming changes real quick?
No disclaimer this time.
All right.
I'll show you. Take a look at this here.
Yeah, let's take a look.
We got a ferocious wolf spider. His hit points are 148.
Well, it does say 148 out of 303. Does it actually go up if you heal him?
It was.
I hadn't actually tried this yet, but let's see. Can I summon?
Well, I doubt I can summon my spider because I have one taming. Oops, helps if I'm out of combat mode to summon.
And what's your spider's hit points?
148.
148.
Mine's 191. Oh no, it's his focus.
No, yours 88.
80. Oh, is it 88? Looks like 80 on mine.
And I do not have the required skill to summon. Oh wait, I need to equip my necklace first. Will it even let me do it?
Now, the whistle doesn't state how much the summoning is.
Okay, so I do have a large red spider, and mine has 32 hit points
out of 100.
32 hit points on that.
Wow, it says 32 over 100. Where's the 100 on there on my screen?
Well, on different character screen, we end up with different settings. Whereas when I'm looking at it's 32 out of 32 up on the health bar up here, even though in game it's reporting the 32 out of 100 on your screens, but I don't see that. Where I see 148 out of 303 on Welcome to My Nightmare, even though it's 148 out of 148.
Oh, okay. So you see what?
148 out of 303.
303. I don't see that. See, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, into the news. Moving right along.
Yes. Are you ready for it? Did you get the post, or do I need to send it to you as a link?
Which one? The update?
Yeah, I'll send it to you as a link.
I got the release instructions here.
Okay. I got to make sure about these things. I mean,
come on.
Okay, so
I've had them up since last night.
Yeah, since this is release 33, remember the world did go persistent back in release 32, but we have significant changes to talk about. The initial aspect of the land rush is over, so we can actually transfer player owned.
Correct.
We can transfer lot deeds amongst other characters. PvP, they have always said that PvP in Shroud will be consensual and players will choose to engage or not engage. With that said, we also want to make sure that PvP is an integral part of the experience and is a balance of risk versus reward. So for those reasons, players will now encounter other players in zones flagged for PvP regardless of their matchmaking mode. So if you are in a PvP zone, you cannot hide in friends only or single player. Everybody's going to be in multiplayer mode.
You can run. You can run though.
You can run.
You can run.
You can hide. That's right.
You can camouflage.
Well, unless you get stealth. Yes.
You can run and you can camouflage.
Doesn't work.
Well,
I can see somebody camouflaged. Yeah. They stand out like a sore thumb because of that blur. But anyway, that's just me.
It's just like looking for the predator. You just have to know to look for the blur. Okay,
that's right.
And then they also do have a caveat because there are some quests that send players to PvP zones like the Obsidian Ruins. They are going to work on alternative ways for players to navigate those areas like they have experimented with in some of the control points, i.e. a teleporting wizard. And they know that the change is going to be controversial, but they believe it's the best thing for the long-term health of the game. Yep, so PvP zones, yay. Then let's see, let's get down into the nitty-gritty with the story. You ready for that?
Yeah, I'm just wondering why today's tweet didn't go out real quick.
You forgot
here scheduled for 102/25 August, but it didn't go.
Hit send now. That works.
It doesn't work when you've got them already scheduled.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I manually send out all my tweets because I'm a slacker like that. Although I need to be a slacker like you and schedule a tweet so that way I don't have to worry about anything.
Well, I'm scheduling it like 10 minutes before we go live, so don't think I'm doing anything really way in advance here.
Yeah. That just means your tweets get little pictures.
Schedule.
Okay, so while Laz is trying to figure out how to tweet, for Release 33, they did do a polished pass through the love path of the story, and they focused on NPC behaviors in the town of Spite. And several NPC towns that are currently clones were replaced with original scenes. That includes Port Graph, which is now a mining town. So you will actually see all kinds of carts and other things. Then Esgard was also uncloned with a massive wall put around a part of the city, as well as some tents and other things. And then, don't forget, as they unclone scenes, they do not move player lots, NPC buildings, or entrances. They only make cosmetic changes of building styles, terrain, and foliage. And then they did a bunch of polish in the Brittany NPCs. Behaviors were delayed. If you are trying to go into a solo instance like the Necropolis and you are in a party and the party leader enters that solo instance, it will no longer prompt you to follow. In Spite, many NPCs in Spite now have the daytime, nighttime schedules, which they use for patrolling workplace activities and even sleep. Ardoris, they are working on the city life there as well, and worked on some more of the scheduling. And then they also added, because it is this city of love, NPCs engaging in amorous coupling.
Ooh, not there.
And so, which means, Led Zepp, you need to keep your hands to yourself whenever you're in Ardoris. I was going to say hands in your pockets, but
he's always got his hands to himself. They're in his pants. Come on.
Man, that wasn't fair. I was talking to somebody.
Hey, well, that's not my problem.
I spaced
and,
out.
well, also, this is actually kind of cool. New quests have also been added which speak to a different aspect of the darker side of love and loss. And that's where you have to speak with Simone von Eglinger and Sharia Barista to begin them. So the darker side of love. So that means that we're going to have a little bit more entertainment. And don't forget to always, whenever you are in Ardoris, to seek out the NPC that is known as Darcy of Paxlair and speak to him about love. Love. because he may even know about a magical remedy about love. Then we get scene teleporter visuals have been updated. If you see a plane, wagon, boat, or balloon, that is going to go to a player-owned town or a player-run town or player villages and other scenes that do not contain story elements. If you see red accents on those wagons, balloons, or boats or balloons, that means that they point to overworld story-related scenes or big city scenes like Brittany or Harvest. So that special indicator of red means that it is story-related, so make sure that you keep an eye on that. And so that way you also don't get confused with, hey, where's that boat to Airy at? Which one of these 4 is it? Then, yeah. You ready? Or do you want to say something, Zep?
So that's cool.
Yeah. And don't forget, if you want to join us in Discord, you can just go to nbnn.info, click on the connect button beside the Discord link, and then type in the name that you want us to refer to you by, and you'll end up in the green room along with us because we're too lazy to move to live on air.
That's right.
Just get rid of that room.
Yeah, but what would you call this room? I mean, because this is where all the party activities take place, so it is a room.
Okay. Just rename this one, for God's sake.
Okay, so moving right along, we do have new user experience polish. High Veil, they delayed that instance, so if you choose the High Veil instance, it will still point you towards Soul Town. But Blood River, they have redone the Blood River sequence on the Path of Truth tutorial. It now reflects more closely the story of the Path of Truth and does not require the player to loot helpless victims of a massacre in progress. Massacre to progress.
I dig the dilemma personally.
I like it,
but not requiring it. Of course, initially you used to have to loot a body to get what you needed to get out of there, and I like that change.
Yeah, well, change is good. I mean, but at the same time, I like the looting bodies because how else are you going to investigate who's the good guys and who the bad guys? I don't know what you're talking about because part of investigation means that you need to roll those corpses and read their notes. So there's also a new character that is Robert Villines, a magister from Erie, who is trying to determine the cause of the massacre. And there are other plot-centric characters and changes that occur relating to elves and the secrets of Bone Steel. There is a special little kid in there that you do need to talk with. He's an elven child.
Things to make you go.
Yes. It is still a work in progress. Be able to
chop up the children.
I know. When are we going to have some stew?
Kind would you like? Just tell me what you want.
I like to eat at the Cannibal Cafe.
Stone soup.
Why don't you just tell me?
Flavored with parts of Lord British.
Ooh, there's an interesting name.
Bone of British. All right.
Yes. So let's see. Eating
at
out
the Cannibal Cafe with Laz and Jack.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, you know where I got the Cannibal Cafe from, right?
No, where did that come from?
The Exodus Bonded by Blood album, I think, had the inside of it. They were at the Cannibal Cafe and they had skulls in front of them. Yeah, 1988-ish. Okay, so then there is also a new bank hit. After watching New Player Experience, they realized, hey, we need to tell people that they need to claim their rewards in the bank.
Hey, man, you need to claim that stuff up there. Where's my rewards?
Then we get into the stuff where Laz and myself don't agree with this direction, which is related to player houses and towns. There are some new towns, new variations of templates may also appear, and the lot deed system for in-purchase of lot deeds will come online. But the big controversy for Laz and myself is the lot deed raffle.
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 Not lottery. Lottery is not raffle.
Lottery disclaimer, please.
2016. Lottery is not raffle.
Raffle's not a lottery.
Raffle's not a lottery.
Goes both ways, man.
Okay, so
tell me the difference. I don't know.
And I know we bust their chops over this one because for a better part of almost 2 years now, people have been speculating how this is going to play out, how we're going to be facing this when we get here, and here we are. And of course, the word lottery was picked up, so we as well as a beloved change noted here later on. I'll point that one out when we get to it. But yes, they said it's not going to be a lottery. It's not going to be a lottery. So now we have a raffle, folks. A raffle.
Yeah.
Like taxes are not fees. Fees.
That's right. It's a fee. It's
Right,
not a
it's
gang.
tax.
It's a club, man.
It's not a tax. It's a
It's not a
fee.
gang. It's a club.
Are we going to get back to
club,
it?
man? But anyway,
So, Jack.
lot
Okay.
deeds. The lot
So
deed raffle.
the raffle, there are two different raffles, one for each lot type. They're the place anywhere deeds and the player-owned town deeds. Raffle tickets grant the holder a chance to win a deed of any size, row, village, town, or city.
Now,
And
this is where I was telling you about
Yeah.
yesterday.
Well, I
Read
know.
how that reads out.
Raffles will be held monthly, and we will have multiple winners for each lot size. The numbers will vary each month. Place Anywhere deed raffle tickets are more expensive, but will have fewer deeds in each raffle than pot raffle tickets, which are more affordable and will have many more deeds in each raffle. This means your chances to win a pot deed are much greater. The following are the numbers we will be releasing in the first raffles. Place Anywhere deeds, 75 total deeds, 40 row, 20 village, 10 town, and 5 city, as compared to 600 player-owned town deeds with 320 row, 160 village, 80 towns, and 40 cities.
So
Now,
no differentiation between city, lot, row. Don't.
Well, see, this is where I'm going to be the
Village.
word Nazi here.
That's where you.
It's, there are two raffles for each top place anywhere deeds and player-owned town deeds. Tickets grant the holder a chance to win a deed of any size. It doesn't say anything other than that except a chance to win. So if I win, the way that's worded, I have a chance to win one of any size of my choosing.
No, it has
I know
not.
that's not the way
There's
it's gonna work,
nothing
but that's the
there
way the
that said
wording-
of your choosing. You're reading into that.
Yeah,
Grant the holder to
Well,
win.
It needs. You
So-
know how this community is when it comes to wording. So I'm going to be the
Hey.
word Nazi on this one. It
Yeah,
needs
but
to
at
be
the same
reworded.
time, raffle tickets grant the holder a chance to win a deed of any size. Yeah, that does need to be rephrased
Thank you. Hello.
to
Thank you.
Is it?
something that is
Be
less
reworded.
ambiguous for last.
You get
Now-
to choose.
That's all I was saying
and as-
yesterday, but I
yeah.
couldn't point it out yesterday because it wasn't officially
Yeah,
released.
it wasn't officially released, and so we were looking at the draft notes.
Yes,
and Laz didn't
but,
even comment on that thread about that.
So
Well,
do you get to
I didn't
choose?
know if it
or
was
do
going to
you
make
not?
it into the final draft to comment on it. You know, it was.
Yep. Okay, so then from there, our problem with deeds is that means that if I go out and I buy a bunch of gold, I can buy, it doesn't say anything about you only being able to buy one ticket per character. That means that if I go out and I buy a crap ton of gold, I can greatly improve my chances of winning
Now, see,
multiple
there's
deeds.
an idea. There's an idea. If you want to make it fair, every character should be allowed just one shot at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not character,
Yeah,
because
that
remember,
makes-
they are going to be adding the option for multiple characters.
You understand
eventually.
where I'm going there.
Yeah.
This gives the little guy a hell of a lot better chance against a big guild like the BMC, EVL, the Communities of Pax, Slayer, or Port Phoenix, where they have, Phoenix Republic, however you want to refer to it. I call it both ways. But anyway,
but,
I mean, these bigger groups are going to have
Yeah.
a leg up on this way more than a little guy coming in. He's got to grind 20,000, not too hard to achieve, but you want to get in 10,000 and 10,000, get 2 tickets. That's a lot of gold.
How much are the tickets? And where do you get them from?
That doesn't say. But what we do know is that from the telethon of the Avatar was that the Place Anywhere deed ticket is going to be 10,000 gold. The player-owned town deed raffle ticket is going to be 5,000 gold.
But now that's what they said. We don't
That's
see
what they
that in
said,
print.
but we don't see it in
see
print.
that.
We don't see it anywhere else.
Doesn't
And so
say.
those prices might change significantly.
That is correct. But you can go look for lottery tickets and confirm that for us.
Where at?
Well,
Where do you look?
I'm going to guess, where was it? Out near Erie was where was those lottery vendors sitting out there?
I don't know.
Zenos is one, but that's
oh, no,
for
it's
the.
going to be, they told us that. If you go where you used to be able to buy house deeds, you go upstairs above the bank.
The bank.
I believe they're the ones who are going to be
second,
selling.
third floor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
realtor.
thinking about it.
Realtor?
so,
Correct.
yeah,
Realtor,
Laz
no,
and
Lotto.
Laz and myself want the ability to, if you have the money, to be able to buy a deed at any time. And the reason for that is, you know what? If we come out to, I need to remove the monitor capture, and I need to walk across the street and look at this guy's sign and assume he forgot to pay his taxes. Okay, and I wanted this brand new spanking town lot that is now for sale. The way the lottery works is this would sit there probably for a month until someone else with a town deed came by. And I couldn't run right to the bank and go up to the realtor and buy a deed and come claim this house.
Let me give you an update real quick.
Yes.
Apparently, lottery tickets may be working the same way or not, but right now, first Anywhere deed lottery ticket is selling for 18,000 gold, and the first POT lottery tickets are selling for 11,000
They
gold.
changed the prices?
Well, I'm thinking the fluctuating economy thing is kicking in here, which is going to screw this up. So when you buy more lottery tickets, the price goes up, and that would need a fix. Sorry about that, guys, but I'm just taking a guess on this.
So we're gambling now, are we?
Yeah, because this is a far cry from 10 and 5 and an 18 and 11. I'm going to guess that as people are buying them, the prices are going up.
If I had the money, I could buy 1,000 tickets.
That doesn't guarantee you squat, though.
That's
But
right.
I don't have
Doesn't
29
guarantee you
million.
nothing.
What's the odds? I want to see the odds. What's the odds?
They
Well,
don't
the
show
odds-
the odds.
What do you
The
mean
odds,
there's,
the odds
uh,
won't come
house?
out until they actually have the total number of tickets that are bought.
That's right.
Well, that's that point.
Now, right here, you can buy 1,000 tickets at 18,000 gold, or 1,000 tickets at 11,000 gold. He's selling them by the 1,000, but I'm guessing those prices are tied to the economy. I'm just taking a guess
It's
on
possible.
the base
I mean,
price there.
we would actually have to go to
Yeah.
another town and check to see what their lottery ticket prices are.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go do that right now while
Okay. Well, are you going to get back to your chair and stream or no?
well, I'm going to run out to a town real quick where I know I can check that price. You can continue.
It's running around, too. I got everybody running around.
I'm going to put the rest of the updates on screen so
Well,
people can
when you
now
get there,
see
you
me
should
traveling and leaving.
screenshot it so that way you can share it in Discord. So that way I can see what you're talking about. And whenever you get to it. Okay, so lot deeds are now tradable now that lot selection is complete. So that way, if you think about it and you placed a house with an alternate character, you can actually now exchange those deeds. Or not, which means that beware of poaching. So I probably wouldn't transfer
heard
deeds
stories
today.
of that already.
Yeah, we heard a story about that yesterday, and it looked like they were
it's
working on it
funny.
on the forums. And the Swamp Island pot templates is there is a update to that. This new template is a lowland island covered in a swampy terrain. We also offer a variation of this template that has an obsidian spiked wall surrounding the large island. And they are planning on making walled versions of the other island templates in Release 34. Release 33 of the Swamp Island templates are only available as options in the pot submission form. And Release 34 of those templates will begin showing up for those that select it for their dynamic player-owned town as one of the examples pots in Hometown. This is going to be really, really confusing. The Royal Scepter. If you have a Lord Pledge and above, the Royal Scepter is now functional. It can be used once per month to add 50% tax credit to the lot owner's tax account. The credit can then be manually applied to the lot or any other lot. Note, this is the equivalent of the description on the pledge reward where it says reduces the taxes on a single lot by 50%. So they had to do a workaround on that. Now, this is where I'm a little bit confused. So if I go to, say, a Duke Keep or the Lord of the Manor, so a castle lot, and I collect that tax credit, then I apply it to a village lot. Does that mean that I've now paid for that village lot for 16 months?
No, that's not how it works.
And guess what we have? Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Lottery tickets at 10,000 or 5,000 gold in a different town.
You didn't screenshot it.
I'm getting ready to do it for you, crying out loud.
Are you saying it's town dependent now?
I'm saying it's tied to the economy like it shouldn't be, and the more they buy tickets, the more the price goes up, and that's not right.
AKA, don't buy an owl's head.
Yeah, don't buy lottery tickets in owl's head.
Don't buy them until they're fixed.
Yeah,
don't buy them till they're fixed. Forget about don't buy them in owl's head.
Well, you're not buying nothing. You just...
I'm sitting out here buying them up at 5,000 now since they're 11,000 owl's head. Screw that noise.
And we don't have the tiara recipe yet.
What? No tiara recipe? What are we going to do?
Hold on. You haven't found it yet, or do we know it's not in yet?
I have literally looked at all the places. Every single one.
Not all the places.
Okay, so we ready to continue? As Laz spends all his harder. Okay, Hometown has returned as an island template to better show off the water lots, which are only available to founder and royal founder pledge owners that have a citizen pledge or higher. Why they're doing that confuses me. It is located off the coast of Novia near Sultown. So, and then we do have Laz's screenshot, but I need to copy the URL.
Small.
Open it up. Well, you can blow it up, man, if you know how.
Yeah, he knows how to blow it.
Yeah, so place anywhere deeds.
Where's that?
Yeah, lottery tickets, 10,000 and 5,000 in
we
Kingsport.
got to bug that.
Well, it is blown up. I can't read it.
Get your glasses out. Get your bifocals.
There you go. I see it on your screen.
Get the telescope.
Yeah. Okay, so where was I? The Wizard Tower, they did fix some floating animations. They now animate
the Royal Scepter.
The Royals, yes.
You did mention that there are 2 items. I only heard you mention one.
Well, it only says Royal Scepter. It doesn't say anything about the Royal Orb, even though the Royal Orb is in that picture.
Yeah.
See, if this description had said anything about the Royal Orb, I would have said something about the Royal Orb.
Things to make you go home. Should we inform the people that the Royal Orb does the same thing, maybe?
Just did.
Possibly.
Yeah, we're not gonna,
Royal Orb is also there to reduce taxes
We're
as
not
well
gonna
for
do
those
that.
that
Let's
know.
move
Yeah, don't do it.
But you can only use it on my accounts.
Never
Okay, so
figure it out, though.
lots of new player-owned towns and changes. So the map is changed a little bit, and that includes the 175th addition to the Bricktown family of towns.
175th edition.
Breakdown number 309.
All right,
Hey,
hold on.
Buying up those towns.
See, Brickport, Brick Falls, and so yeah. Anything with brick is owned by Brickbat.
Mountain.
Okay, so performance, they did make major efforts to be will be done to optimize performance. They worked on character levels of details, and so far they have worked on the leather armor, cloth armor, plate armor, chain armor, and NPC guards. So we should see a little bit of an improvement in when you have lots of characters on and players on your screen, as well as they worked on the levels of details out in caves, as well as plaques, and the Cloud Imperium Sky Navy airship. Remember, there's only 150 of those available in the add-on store, and 250 of the Star Citizen Aether Aeronaut or Aether Aeronaut helmet as well. Yay!
Yay! And where's our sound?
Our sound guy just said, "Coffee, be right back." So what the hell?
Coffee break already. Jeez.
I know. It's like, what the hell, man?
Union rules are freaking good around here. I tell you.
Hold on. I think I need a union break because I'm getting a little disconnected emblem, and I don't know why in game. So let's see. Let's go on. Single player offline combat. That balance has been delayed, as well as the offline mode patching and reward delivery delayed. They tried to update to Unity 5.4. It created a crap ton of bugs, and so they had to roll back to 5.3 patch cajillion. And so they are going to be working on trying to get to 5.4 and above later on this month, probably, and then work on all those bugs. Yep. Crafting. An absolute ton.
Much love either.
Cooking and food system expansion was delayed. Then we go into loot improvements underneath the crafting bullet point. So loot improvements, we do actually have to make mention of this, because breakable containers that you see in tents, in dungeons, in one of my favorite hunt places to go as a newbie, a jail, will now have breakable containers that will actually generate randomized loot. And long term, so right now they are not scaled by difficulty level, but that is something that they are looking at long term, is to actually scale up those resources.
Now, we got a comment on the lottery tickets from Arius out there. It says the tickets are not stackable. They fill up your inventory. They can be taken in PvP, and they take up lots of bank space since they're non-stackable.
Awesome.
Oh, I gotta worry about that.
Yeah, so here's information coming in as the players are finding it out and passing it on to us, folks. So if you got lottery tickets and you're PvP flagged, you may want to drop those in your bank. But if you got limited bank space, you may want to rethink that.
If you sign the ticket, you're still.
Well, you better sign the back of the ticket, but I don't think we have.
Make sure to include all of your personal information on there, and then hand it to me. Don't forget to include your account name and your password. Yes.
We are all Jack on the back, payable to anybody named Jack.
So this guy's got a problem with the lottery ticket stacking. How many did he get? I mean,
no, well, he doesn't say that. Yeah,
that's something to worry about.
But I mean, that is good news to know.
Yeah. So for those
thank you, Arius.
Out there. Yeah, thank you very much for that note.
And then after that, we do have dead bodies. All dead bodies.
Soup, I see soup.
Dead body.
All corpses have a chance to, or all dead bodies have a chance to drop consumables. Dead guards and skeletons now have a chance to drop basic weapons and armor.
Kill them guards.
And some crafting components have a small.
Cannibalism?
Not yet. It's coming. Some crafting components have a small chance of dropping as well. And then as you go up in tiers, there will start being race-specific weapons. So in Release 33, high-level elves now have a chance to drop elven weapons. And the boss loot bundles have been added some consumables, crafting components, and occasionally weapons. And as far as this loot discussion goes, don't forget, one of the plans is to actually have, if you craft a weapon and then you turn around and sell it to a vendor, eventually that is going to actually make it into the loot tables.
That's correct.
As of now, it's not yet in there. So eventually we might see
the vendor again.
What vendor?
So we had a guy last night in guild chat says, "Hey, I placed something on my vendor and I got a couple bucks back, but the item's missing." And of course, my instructions were to him: go to the public vendor where you placed your item for sale and read everything he says to you, and you will understand what happened. So for those of you folks who don't know about public vendors, after 7 days, they sell your stuff at base price. So if you put an uber sword of orc slaying up for 200,000 gold, and he says it's only worth 20 gold in the local economy after 7 days, he sells it for 20 gold, keeps your little deposit, and you get 20 gold back.
That's right, so in your bank.
Be very careful when using public vendors because it's sometimes a losing proposition.
I just start selling Vaseline on that vendor.
Yeah, well, I think you better start smoking a little smokes with to go with that Vaseline, so you can have a cigarette afterwards. I hear he's got some good pipe tobacco, and if you look around, you can find pouches of Garriott ganja out there. Some of these vendors got some Garriott ganja out there. I hear it's pretty good. I'll have to stuff that in our pipe.
Eventually, we're going to end up with the magic mushrooms as well, but that's a discussion for another day.
Hey, man, I hope they got the free speed trees. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Hey, and if you bought one of those bundles with the expert crafting stations, remember they are not the same as the founder or the benefactor expert level crafting stations because they're missing those flags. Those are going to be delivered in Release 33. And the last one that we're going to talk about today is the salvage button, which was moved away from the craft and repair buttons to prevent accidental salvaging. Yeah, and they also changed the color of the salvage button to red.
Accidentally hitting the wrong button.
I know. They changed the color of the salvage button to red to further differentiate it from the other buttons. Because you know what time it is, right?
It's almost that time.
And wait, there's actually a new icon on my screen that I didn't actually see. Yeah. If you know, Laz first logged in and he's like, "What the hell? I'm not overweight. Why the hell I logged out underweight?"
I was overweight when I got out here. Damn, why am I overweight now?
And then it's like I laughed.
I just started screaming.
And I said, "It is a warning saying that your XP pool is low. So if you have a low XP pool, I do not know what the threshold for low XP pool is, but I have less than 1,000 XP in my adventuring pool right now.
Yeah, we got to find a way to get rid of that when that shows up because it's annoying as hell.
Well, you know what? There's a button called F9 that can take everything away on your screen.
When I want my map up and I want my chat up, I don't want other buttons up. I need shit up, man. I can't just totally blank out the screen for crying out loud. You know how many messages you get a day. You know how many messages I get a day. I can't not have messages.
I would still like the ability to pull out different chat tabs, move them different places, as well as move my friggin' health bar.
I'm still waiting to be able to move my damn Lazarus long name. This guy's honeymoon's been over for almost a year now, and we still can't move that thing around.
I want the ability to move my damn health bar all over the screen, as well as other things.
Anything on the screen, like the sidebar where you get these skill updates, that should be movable. Over here where your name is, that should be movable. I mean, everything else is movable. I can move the chat, I can move the mouse, I can move.
Have you bug reported it?
Skill bar, but I can't move these other two. Come on,
did you bug report it yet? Did you bug report it?
We bug reported it so many damn times. We were told that whoever was doing it was on honeymoon 8 months ago, something like that, and he'll get to it when he got back.
Yeah, obviously it neglected to be made.
The honeymoon's over, and that never got taken care of. I know.
I mean that Jira post, it needs to be re-entered into Jira, which means we need to bug report it again.
Hey, listen, you know, we're getting a fishing hat and waders thanks to the telethon and a little well-placed verbiage by Winfield. So, we're going to be happy campers in release 72 or 73 when we see that comment. We'll still be waiting for this stuff to be movable, but we'll have fishing hat and waders to walk around in.
Oh yeah, but it is time for the calendar thing.
For us to move on today.
Calendar thingy.
You want to remember where we are, and we'll pick this up tomorrow. We're going to have some more information, of course.
Yeah. Hopefully I remember, because I highlighted it until I click back on that tab and go back to it. Yeah.
And then the power goes out today, and all 1,000 of your tabs go bye-bye. And I'm not going to say that.
Thankfully, I have Chrome set up to actually save all my tabs as well as Firefox.
Reopen last tabs.
Restore session. Nice. Yes.
Right.
Okay, so
let's get this up there on the screen.
Yeah. Don't forget, the most important community calendar is the unofficial community calendar that is currently hosted by and created by Violation over at Avatar Circle. It is a Google calendar. Then from there, it is currently administered by Kazan Phoenix Fire in-game. Or if you want to contact him on Discord or on the official forums, you look for the name Wrath Phoenix. Since it is a Google Doc, that means it is shareable by everybody, and as long as you're registered on Avatar Circle, you can actually have administrator privileges to add events to the calendar. Yay! Which is a much more comprehensive calendar than the one that is on the official webpage. So avatarcircle.com, and we host it on our website at nbnn.info. Just click on the calendar button. All times on the calendar are Central Standard Time in the real world, or as we prefer to refer to it, New Britannia time.
New Britannia time.
Yes, today since it is Thursday, August 25th, today at noon, 3, 6, and midnight on Radio Free Britannia, we have none other than two idiots standing around doing absolutely nothing, but they sit there and talk for a while against a wall, and they call their show Lunch with Laz and Jack. What are you talking about? You got a comment there from the peanut gallery there, Led Zepp?
Just repeating what you said.
Okay.
Two idiots. That's all.
Okay. At 6 o'clock on Avatar's Radio, there is Dr. DJ Selly doing his Faster and Louder show. If you're interested in a little bit of PvE, you can join the Phoenix Republic for their PvE nights. And then you can tune in at 8 on Avatar's Radio to Lost in the Spaces. But I would prefer if you took your Ether Amplifier headset while you're out hunting, tune it into Radio Free Britannia to tune into DJ Nurse Justin, our newest 1B recipient for Unmedicated Schizophrenia Part 2.
Do I have that spelled right there? Or do I have to change that too?
No, that's spelled correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have been funnier if you... Yeah. Yep. At 9 p.m., if you're interested in some PvP, you will need to contact...
With a proper PvP-ness.
You will need to contact Pestilence and go to the town of Finchfield for the Gladiator Wars registration, and those battles begin promptly at 10. Remember, if you need to find out where Finchfield is, go to sodamap.com and type in Finchfield. And the final event of the evening is on Avatars Radio, and that is Amber Rain doing Temper Tantrum T-Days.
That's right.
And remember, we do need to send out our best wishes for Apollox Evanhart as he goes under the knife on Monday.
Hopefully everything is going well with him, and we wish him a speedy recovery and getting back to the community as soon as possible. But that is today's calendar, folks. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow with the weekend wrap-up, but we'll give you the whole weekend's lineup of what's going on. And, of course, we expect to start seeing more people add to the calendar. And, of course, as more people come in, we'll get more groups, more guilds, all that good stuff. And we're looking forward to it. We got some comments coming in out here. Let me see what's going on there. Oh, that was...
Yeah. Stephalan.
Yeah, we know. Star Citizens accrued over 110 million. We're still in second place with a meager 10 million. But of course, again, I can't bite. I bought in. I got the code now, but until they get something a little bit more suitable and stable, I know we got GOG keep me updated. I just can't jump into it yet. But anyway.
But at the same time, most of these things you don't actually have to buy off the add-on store for Shroud of the Avatar. I mean, you can have a happy existence if you get lucky in the raffle and get a lot deed. I mean, there's most everything on the add-on store is mostly cosmetic. There isn't really the pay-to-win aspect, because all the gear that you actually get off the add-on store is, for the most part, just cosmetic, and it doesn't actually provide better benefits over it.
Shiny.
Yeah, it's pretty shiny. That's about it. But
Pretty
all the
shiny
good gear
pixels,
is
that's right.
player created. So there are
Alrighty.
arguments both ways around that one. But it is that time, and we do need to thank
It is.
those people that allow us to do the things that we do. And
Kiss my pixel.
that's right, Led Zepp. Yeah.
Of course, we would like to thank our newest sponsor and the newest morning show on WRFB Radio Free Britannia every Saturday morning from 7 to 9 on your new shiny portable ether vibration amplifiers. Wake up, New Britannia, with Wolftum and Celine. Check them out every Saturday morning on WRFB. Of course, we would like to thank our latest patron, the Britannian Mining Company, the BMC. We thank you for your support and all your generous donations. It's greatly appreciated. Don't forget to check out the BMC Gridiron Friday nights, as well as to be at the Pearl tonight to hang out for some unmedicated schizophrenia with DJ Nurse Justin, starting at 8 o'clock tonight. So check that out. Of course, we've got our good friends over at sodacrafting.wiki, the first fully searchable crafting database inside Shroud of the Avatar. Check out sodacrafting.wiki. It's easy to search and find what you're looking for. If you want to find out about all the buffs to add all your equipment and armor, check out sodacraft.com. Sodacraft.com is undergoing a major change, so they ask that you pardon their dust as they're upgrading and making changeover. It's a never-ending battle, I'm told, and it'll be constantly upgraded and updated. So if you find stuff a little out of date, click on the report button on both of those sites. Let both of those admins know. They'd greatly appreciate it, as will your fellow community members for having the latest updated information. Excuse me. SodaTaming.com for all your taming information. I know that's got to be updated, but taming is just taking a big turn. So we're going to see the latest information hopefully updated out there very soon. our good friend Jacob White over at sodamap.com. We can't forget sodamap.com. Sodamap is truth. So says the Lord British. If you ever need anything travel need wise, check out sodamap.com. Put in the name of where you're at or where you want to go, and it'll show you right on the map, and you can plot your way there. Last two we got on the list, of course, Ben over at Relics by Rild. relicsbyrild.com for all your licensed Shroud and the Avatar swag. Now, Rild was holding a big promotion the past couple of days, which is now over. Is that correct, Jack?
Yes, that ended last night.
The
part due ended last night, so that 40% off is no longer available. So now if you want to use a discount code, you do need to use NBNN for 10% off.
NBNN, 10% off that soda swag. And of course, last but not least, our good friends over at shroudmarketplace.com. For all your virtual vendable needs, check out Shroud Marketplace. And Jack, you want to tell the good boys and girls out there all about the marketplace?
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. That includes things like Game Gold, which has currently been banned off the official forums.
Yeah, wait to do something on that.
But at the same time, it's like if you are interested in becoming a vendor and selling things, you can always click on the vendor registration. And remember, until the end of the month, if you register for a free account and you post one item on Shroud Marketplace, your account will be upgraded to the gold account for the next 3 months at no cost to you. Then from there, my Google Chrome decided that it did not want to work anymore.
Didn't like that.
No, it did not. It hung up. So there was a script gone bad on one of these pages. It's okay. But if you think about it, it's Shroud Marketplace. If you are a vendor and you're offering in-game services and you want to accrue real-life cash for that, you can do so just like Weddings and More by Laz. And Laz, let's go ahead and hear a little bit about Weddings and More.
Well, if you got an event, you got a wedding, you got a party you need hosted, and you've run out of room since you wasted all your lot deeds on those prime real estate spots out there, come see me. I've got plenty of space put aside for all your party needs. Of course, I can accommodate weddings up to 12 people. I can put you in gowns, tuxes, the whole production. We can do sunset, sunrise. We can do island. We can do underground. We can do zombie. We can do bloodletting. We can do guild parties, anniversaries, and more. Check out Weddings and More by Laz. We've got more than just weddings. I love this shit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then from there, we do have a lot more information. So keep in mind Shroud Marketplace, where if you are interested in buying or selling anything Shroud of the Avatar related, remember, go to shroudmarketplace.com.
Shroudmarketplace.com.
And Lazarus is now offline. Yeah, that's right. And that takes us to the most important people out there, and that is we have to thank you, the viewer.
You guys out there. That's right.
Everybody that's out there. Yep.
And of course, without you guys, we wouldn't have anybody to talk to. We'd be sitting here with our hands in our pants, talking to ourselves.
Yeah,
we're good at that too. We do that when we're off air and nobody's listening. And of course, if you want to come join us here in Discord and see what it's all about, you're going to see that the party's actually behind the scenes. If you want to come on in, the Discord chat is NSFW. So for those of you folks at work, you may not want to be caught with that up on your screen while you're at work and the boss is looking over your shoulder. That much I'll tell you. But we have a lot of fun in here when we're behind the scenes and especially off the air. Of course, if you got questions, we got answers. You can drop them into our chat room at Twitch. You can drop them into any of our social network areas. You can get us on Twitter. You can get us on Facebook. You can get us on G+. You can direct message us in game. You can email us in the forums. We'll take all your questions. We'll eventually get to you. Most of them we'll answer on the air. So Don't hesitate. Don't be shy. Don't be like Carrie Debt sitting in the background, the little wallflower, and not saying anything anytime she's in the studio. But meanwhile, we got to get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow with giving you all the latest on your weekend happenings and events. Till then, we're out of here. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
Throw it up.
That's Led Zepp.
And we are NBNN.
Stay tuned, NBNN, for more news, sports, entertainment, game shows, hopefully coming back up, and more here in Shroud of the Avatar. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. I love this shit, man.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta go mining with my new radio on now.
I need to figure out why Chrome crashed.
That's what you need to do.
And then I need to read my emails because more fun stuff came through.